I like leaving lines on from the prior day to help see things that perhaps other traders aren't aware of. that trend line is pretty steep over here on the Globex chart. So anybody that's played for the gap trade, first trade out of the chute gives you what you want, and we don't know if there's anything left or not. Range type day expected. I expect some small volatility based on news coming out in the first half hour. If anybody's playing short side, testing for the overnight lows, got to break this down to go any further. Overnight low. And I said I'd hope to knock out this 34. All we know is we're inside this last swing from yesterday afternoon. I'd love to see us test the 32s. Don't know if we can get there or not, but happy already to make something this morning. And I said I'm not going to overtrade, and I mean that. There's no reason to. We've had a great week. Want to go home with something in our pockets. And we've got to take out this last swing low from yesterday to do any more damage. Obviously, got to take out the overnight low first. And we said if we open up, keeping this 42 as our resistance at the open. Middle traders obviously will whack it. And no guarantee of anything else. Good first trade out of the chute. And the reason I said earlier at Globex, there's a little double in here, and you want to take profits ahead of the open. That's why even though we're down here at the close area, I thought it would bounce a little bit prior to the open. And then let's keep an eye on, obviously, the blue line ideas. Bingo. All right, anybody gets into the 35 to 34, that's the dime from the top, 45. Hang on a couple more minutes. Don't forget we've got news coming. This is testing yesterday's last low. Way to go, Mike. It sure is. This is the way you want to start your day. Then you get out of town early. You know, basic bread and butter play. Half gap and gap trade. Try to come down and test this last swing. So that's the power of identifying the last swing that's relevant for the open. Great trade. Heck, how we doing with your NQ? You gotta bust down this 30-minute line right here, the main line, 30s and 60s. Thank you, Peck. Okay, and there's a sweeper move here, knock out the lows. We still have not taken out that 34. And a reminder, thinking small pieces today. Not thinking anything more than trying to take a small trend trade. I think this 28 to 29 is still big support. And we could have a little bit of volatility today based on it being the end of the month. Well done. Lock something up. Anytime that you take out a low, you want to be scaling out something. Bigger players will be actually adding in. I don't play that way. I've found I do better just by accumulating. Because right now we still have to beat this guy right here. And I think with news coming out, traders will probably take some quick profits. Zeke called a descending triangle in play. Great call, Zeke. And these algos, they know their territories pretty well. That's a 10.25 point range day so far. And it's pretty interesting how they opened the day at 39, and the close was 36.75. A magnet is 36.25, so we know that's the main attraction. And if you're buying today, a reminder, just put a tight stop on it. Still fighting the headwinds for now. But with news coming out, anything can happen, and we know the JV team is on the field. My preference, I've already stated that I prefer to hit the bounces and think small scalps. Keep an eye on the green line up here. I think that's important. And I think probably we've got a two-way day. Either way, we've already got something in our pocket. Can pay for lunch. And a reminder that news is going to be coming out. Got a couple news items actually this first half hour. I would love to see us test the 32. I said, this morning, knock out these guys. Whether we can do it or not, who knows? So still keeping this guy back here as resistance for now, and I'm not going to overtrade. Well done, guys.